Bro, what the fuck?
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. I just wanna touch the top. Baby said that she in love and she don't love the lie. Been chillin' with all the bros, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the sun is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging right. I've been out the way and I'm good. I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can't handle it without the trusting. Yeah, I can see the top, I wanna touch it. Yeah, we been getting money, no discussion. Now I don't let it top, and shorty always get the fussy. Yeah, hey, I like the cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on them. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on them. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on them. Yeah, and I'm sliding. Shawty like the vibe, don't want the right to end. Yeah, to the nice end. Yeah, to the nice end. I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love was all the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Silver Brody couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the edge of stairs when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just gained a lot of love on the west side. I'm the go, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like I'm Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe zooming, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe zooming, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good and it's the best side. I remember.
All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. My name is Tyco. I'm with McDilly and Snoop Luke right now. We got Jesse hopefully coming on the way, but we got a good amount of stuff to cover today, starting with something that's not football, even though it's a totally football podcast with NCAA and NFL picks today. The boys will go through those, but first thing is first. Albert is first today, and the reason Albert is first today is because Albert did it in the same game last night, forced everybody to, one, if you didn't have it, you had to download Apple TV because no one has fucking Apple TV. So that's tough that, you know, a lot of people didn't get to see it because it was on Apple TV until it was on Twitter. And two, Albert Pujols hit number 699 last night, then forcing everybody at 11 o'clock to stay up until 1:30 in the morning to see if he would possibly hit number 700. And to all those of you out there that stayed up till 1:30 in the morning, you saw Albert Pujols hit number 700 off of Clayton Kershaw at Los Angeles Dodgers stadium. There, it was awesome. But I do have something to share when it comes to that. But I'll go to Dylan first. That's not what I'm gonna share. But you're correct. But what did I tell you in the very beginning? If nobody hates on him, he's not going to fucking do it. If we're all pulling for him, we're all going to be disappointed. So, in other words, you're welcome. But Dylan, please go ahead.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Without haters, nothing gets done in this world, Dylan. What don't you understand?
We knew Albert was hitting 700. I mean, I thought that he was going to hit 699 this week, and then next week he was going to hit 700, and it was going to be fucking perfect. But this is even better. He got 700 out of the way now. And honestly, if I'm the Cardinals and I'm him, he doesn't need to see the field the rest of the year until playoffs. That's all you needed for him to do. I'm happy. I love it. Been waiting for this.
I love that he hit that 700, but man, they were throwing him some fucking meatballs for him to get there. That 696, fastball down the middle.
Good.
700, fastball down the middle.
Good.
They said we're gonna be a part of history.
I told you this. I said that they're gonna do what they did for Jeter. They're gonna start giving him emphasis because they realize how important this is. They did that, and I love them for that. Thank you. This is bigger than the fucking game. This is Albert making history because he deserves the history, and he got the history that he deserved.
Yeah, but you sound like a piece of shit. If you're gonna make history,
wow,
Make history because you earned it, not because they threw you fucking meatballs down the middle of the plate. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be getting meatballs just because the world wants to see Albert get 700. No, if he's good enough, he'll hit 700 fucking home runs. He doesn't need meatballs and ephyses and all this shit.
He got 695 without meatballs, so that's enough.
Bro, you're not understanding the point. You're not understanding. You're fangirling again like you do with Cabrera when I say bad things about him. But my point with what I wanted to share was this motherfucker. How do you fucking cut me off every goddamn time I speak? Every time. All right. This is what I'm trying to get to for the third time. Greg Amsinger. Listen to this.
He will reach 700 career home runs. I do have bad news, Cardinal fans. I have bad news. He's going to hit his 700 career home run on the road. And only fitting it'll be in Wrigley, right? No. Friday night in Los Angeles in September. A blatant shot. Oh, man, that's when it's going to happen against his former teammate. Hall of Famer versus Hall of Famer. It'll be on the road. I can't wait to see it.
Could that possibly be the greatest sports prediction of all time?
He put too much out there. He got one wrong. He put too much out there.
I mean, come on.
It was 4 for 5.
Come on. Are you going to be that guy?
You should have shut his mouth.
Are you going to be that guy?
You're being that guy, Tyler, so I think he has every right to be that guy.
4 out of 5, and he's just sitting on a fucking chair in April saying, you know what? I think this is probably when he'll get 700. Not even knowing if he would. This is like, yeah, this is the exact time it's going to happen.
Wait. He did that in April?
Yeah.
In April. And Jesse's being that guy saying, oh, wrong pitcher.
All right.
I've said it.
Jesse, no, we gotta we gotta give him all the credit.
And then he kept talking. If he would have dropped it, ooh, buddy.
What'd you say, Dylan?
April.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that was in April. And
Jesse, I give him
April 13th of this year.
If you really are like that, you gotta have a pick like that in order to have the opinion of you missed.
Yeah. See, like this guy could say that because he told me that Texas A&M would beat Alabama on a fucking field goal. Correct. And no one even thought Alabama was going to have a chance to lose that game. So Luke could make an outlandish statement like that. And I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Luke's done that before. So that's okay. But Luke didn't say who the kicker was going to be or whatever. I don't know.
I've hit an 11 out of 12 parlay. Does that count?
No, you got to go.
No, if anything, you're the same as him then.
That would have been what he did. You were all but one.
Exactly. So I can talk about him because we're the same. Druggies talk about druggies. One missers talk about one missers. Come on. I feel valid.
Hey, he got paid for making that take. You lost money on yours.
You get paid for the take. You got paid on the show, but talk your shit.
That's very true. That's
all
the
right.
problem.
All right, that is what we had for baseball because that's all anyone cared about last night when it comes to baseball, in my opinion. Dylan, I could be wrong, but yeah.
Just took half of our low tide pot away.
Well, there you go. I don't think anyone was going to be talking about it next week, Wednesday. I think it'd be over by then. But with that being said, we'll move on to the main reason for today's podcast, which is college football and NFL football. So we will start off with college football. The pick record is shown at the bottom. It's brutal across the board, but there's always room for improvement, and that is exactly why we're here today. So the week 4 picks, I really don't have a great list of these games. So my way of going about it, can I help you? Go ahead.
We're so bad that Tyler's in first, and he's 2-7.
I'm not in first. Those are just orders. I haven't changed orders.
Oh, I was like, oh my God.
It's just those are the people. Those are their records.
Okay.
Read it and weep.
Jesus, boys.
Someone can't read that 2 and 7 is not better than 3 and 6, but I digress.
My math is horrible.
Yeah. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go to you, Dylan. We're going to let you go here. Give me your first pick of this week.
Well, believe it or not, it's on my hat and it's on my chest. But my first pick of the week is the Michigan State Spartans because they had a horrible loss last week to Northwestern, a good Pac-12 team. They go back into the Big Ten against Minnesota, who is a team that I think that they should be able to beat. But they are also the dogs. They are +3 in this game, which just gives me full incentive to want to take them covering the +3 spread and give me Michigan State to beat Minnesota. Good little bounce back win.
Hey, look, man, in my opinion, I think they need this win. Michigan State, you can't lose 2 games in a row. Not like this, please. It'll be a brutal season, and Mel Tucker will be trying to put himself in the fucking transfer portal if you lose this one. So I think that this is a must win for Michigan State. I like that they're dogs again, and I might bet them, but I don't know. It's scary. I don't like it. I don't like what I've seen from the quarterback play so far, and I don't like the run game right now. We just keep running up the middle when it doesn't work, and I don't like the coordinator for the offense right now. It's just not going well. So they need the win for sure.
Jesse has Arkansas beating Texas A&M money line because I just don't got faith in A&M right now, and I want to take that underdog in that game. No spread, no over/under, straight money line.
So you have Michigan State winning or losing?
Oh, well, I'm going to take State winning. They should not lose this game.
All right, now we go to Luke. Jesse, you really threw me off.
Me too.
I thought we were just doing
Like we just immediately, I asked Dylan for his first pick, and then I talked about it, and then I was going to let you talk about it, and then you threw Arkansas in my face, and I was like, did I do something wrong? Good. Luke, I haven't heard you say a single word.
It's getting focused.
Something's not working for you. Try now. No, still nothing.
Oh no.
What about the mute switch?
It says you're muted on the computer. Try that. Nothing.
Oh no.
Why can't we hear this man?
Luke, are you sure you are hearing you? Or have you gone mute?
I think he can hear all of us.
Hello?
No,
But,
There we go. There we go.
Aha!
You replug in enough wires, things work.
Beautiful. All right,
What was his pick? I got lost in Jesse's pick.
Michigan State money line. They are a
You know-
+3 against Minnesota.
You know, it's hard. Personally, I'm not throwing money on Michigan State.
What do you mean
because I need.
unbanked? Oh, fuck you. Sorry, I had to respond to Fuller. Fuller
You
was
did
talking
say
shit.
that he was supposed to be in our.
Listen, I need to see a good prove-it game from MSU to give me confidence to throw money back on them. I mean, I don't necessarily hate the pick. I just can't really trust it until I see a prove-it game.
I agree. I'm
That
shitting my
makes
pants
perfect
over here
sense.
making this pick, but I have to do it. I have to.
All right, Dylan, give me pick number 2.
Pick number 2 is a pick that I'm not going to lie, Tyler, you might also have this pick because it is from the Notre Dame and North Carolina game. And I am taking North Carolina money line, baby.
Yes, we are.
Give me North Carolina coming in. That game will be an over in my head because Notre Dame, they have a really crazy offense this year. And I think Notre Dame's defense is not as good as I thought it was. And then I'm going to take North Carolina to get that W because Notre Dame just ain't shit this
Tell
year.
me who's crazy on Notre Dame's offense, please.
Not that Asian quarterback, I'll tell you that.
Who's crazy on their offense? You said Notre Dame's got a crazy good offense. I'm like, who the fuck is good?
I meant to say North Carolina's defense.
No one's good on Notre Dame's offense.
North Carolina.
I'm like, this guy is spitting
Their
no
defenses
knowledge at
are
all.
Garbaggio. Their defenses are
Yes.
Garbaggio.
North Carolina all the way for me today. I will be wearing my North Carolina blue today and just firing them the fuck up because I don't believe in Notre Dame. I didn't believe in them in the beginning of the season. That first half against Ohio State was the best football you might see from them all year. I think North Carolina rolls this one. Give me North Carolina money line. That is my first pick. North Carolina money line. Lock it in. Jesse, how do you feel about this game?
You know, I was going to take UNC on the money line with this game when I was looking at it down the slate
And
because No. Oh no, there's no but that.
So you
You
did?
said you were gonna, so I thought it was a
Yeah.
but.
You said past tense.
I didn't because
Oh,
I'm like,
there it is.
damn, Dylan put it in his picks. Let me see if I can find something different. Or am I gonna just go back to it? But yeah, no, I like UNC in this game. Notre Dame is whack to me. I don't think they have any balling capabilities right now. They're gonna have like 2 wins this year.
Let's head over to Snoop. How do you feel about UNC and Notre Dame? Is Notre Dame fraudulent? Yes, they are. But what do you think? You're still muted.
God damn it.
Hey, well, I can hit the unmute button before I talk. Fucking Christ.
Good job.
Well, I mean, I guess Notre Dame's a little fraudulent after what we've seen. And North Carolina is just going to be North Carolina and only have offense.
No defense necessary, baby. All right, Dylan, pick number 3.
Pick number 3 is probably one of the biggest games today, if not one of the biggest. And that is going over to the Tennessee game. And I am taking Tennessee minus 10.5 to beat Florida. Yes, I like
You, wow.
I like Tennessee at home. I like how they're playing. I saw Florida's offense. Their quarterback is a runner. He is not a thrower. I think Tennessee's run game and their pass game is going to get them this win, covering minus 10.5.
Where is this game?
Tennessee. In Tennessee.
Okay, it does change things.
You seen that big D tackle though?
Yeah, I saw that big
I
detail.
have something to say about that run game. My guys are
Yeah, but you see how slowly he gets off the tackle? Bijan will be able to run right past him. I'm
put
not
him
worried.
in the middle. He's the inside stuff.
John will run a toss. It's game over.
Well, when you're 300 plus pounds, it's hard to move fast. Man, I don't know about that minus 10.5. Tennessee should cover this.
Are you feeling the plus 10.5 like me? Because I'm
Man.
feeling the plus 10.5.
I don't know. Florida look kind of nice, but they haven't played really the best for that, top 15.
Prove it weak. Prove it weak.
I think I'm fading you, Dylan.
I'm all right with that.
Mhm. I think I am too.
I think I would.
I'm gonna go Florida. Florida plus 10.5. I think this is gonna be a really good game. I think it's gonna be a close game. And I mean, I really hope it is. I'm not betting the game. I just want to watch good football. And the first 4 weeks, there have been so many GD blowouts. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I just want to watch really good football this Saturday. So I think I'm going to take the plus 10.5 if I had to give you a bet on this one. Luke?
I don't know. I kind of like it. It kind of convinced me a little bit.
Yeah. I want to watch good football today, and I feel like this is going to be one of the best football games today.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
All right.
Hold on. Did you say you talked about how it's going to be one of the best games of the week, and then it's a blowout, Dylan?
I said this is going to be one of the best games of the week. Ranked teams-wise, it's going to be a blowout, though. I didn't say the game was going to be good.
That's not a good game, though.
What?
That's
Teams
the definition
are
of
top
not
teams,
a good football
But
game.
Florida's going to get dogged.
That's not a.
Last week at 12
I'm just
o'clock,
trying to comprehend what a good football game is
There was
versus
fucking-
what a
I
bad
wish you
football
knew the
game
words
is.
that you said.
the first six
Not
games last
really.
year, the first 6 games last week were all just fucking blowouts. 48-0, 42-0. And I just got a similar vibe to
So
this.
this one's a blowout. It's not going to be a good game. A good
For
game
me-
is like a
for
24-27
me-
final on a
for
field
me.
goal.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So totally biased there. All right, Jesse.
Bro.
Give me your picks, man.
You
look like you're in a kerfluffle.
it's because I had no idea you could make player props in college.
Well, that's not why we're here.
I'm sorry, I clicked it and I was like,
All right, you know what? I'll give my picks. All right. First pick was already given. That's North Carolina money line, UNC. My second game, Oregon and Washington State. I am taking Oregon minus 6.5 against Washington State. I think they can definitely cover a touchdown in this game. I don't think it should be any problem. I think they have the power of the jersey with them. Not that that really means anything too special, but I think that Washington State does not have anything special enough to cover the 6.5. Luke.
I'm a big fan of that pick because that's one of my picks.
Yes.
You know, I'm loving Oregon. They're going to have a nice, beautiful new jersey to flaunt and flourish on the fucking field, and they're going to take this by more than a touchdown. Or at least a touchdown.
Jesse, comments on this game?
You know, but
Need some milk.
nah, water, milk ain't no hydration. Nah, that guy needed water too. I can tell. He needed some. Game needed to start. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Asshole, don't hit me with my shit.
That's why you don't do drugs, kids.
No, you don't do drugs because it fucks with your mental. Talk to the lion. If you know
You need to put that in a briefcase and walk up out of here.
I walk that motherfucker out of here, but best believe
Stop playing the clips.
I'm confused.
You should be. Now, Oregon, good game. I think they'll win by at least a touchdown. I agree with the crowd.
Yeah,
Dylan, over to you.
It's gonna be a blowout. Give me Oregon by 30.
I'm kidding. All right. My final pick. USC. They have been making me money on Saturdays. I'm 2-0 with UNC. When I bet them, I did double/triple down on them last week because the picks, as you can see at the bottom, weren't going my way. And they got my money back. So we're going USC again. They're playing Oregon State today. The spread is 5.5. I still don't think USC is getting the respect they deserve with that coaching staff and with those recruits. Give me USC minus 5.5. I think they win by a touchdown easy. Luke.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, thank you. Jesse.
You could whip together that I think you can take the under in a minus 5.5. I don't think Oregon State's going to get that up to 7.
I don't think so either. I can't see that being like a shootout like that.
No, I don't see that being a shootout. I think they're holding USC.
Okay, for sure. Dylan. Don't you dare say it's a blowout or I might just kick you off.
No. I cannot think it's a blowout. When this game first came out, I was on leaning Oregon State. Then I had to go into the stats and realize that Oregon State offensively doesn't have anyone that can really win them this game. So I'm going to have to hop back over to USC. So, yeah, give me USC starting off 4-0.
Man, give USC the respect they deserve. I know it. I know they deserve it. Jesse, give me some picks now, huh? You ready?
I got you. I had the picks earlier. It was just you asked me why I looked
You
like.
have to put 19 clips in front of them.
I was like, let me let you know why I looked so bad. That's why. So
things got hostile.
I'm taking the weird game, and you might think it's basketball, but it's not basketball.
Who the fuck is that guy?
-7 on Kansas against Duke. That sounds like basketball.
That does sound like basketball.
But I do low-key like the Kansas team. They're a fun team to watch, even though they're not like beating the big boys. I still think they'll smack Duke by at least a touchdown.
I'd have to agree. I don't know anything great about Duke football, but I've heard good things about Kansas. So, I mean, hey, I know one of those schools has to be decent at football, right? Like, I mean, they're good at basketball.
Don't even cut to me for this game.
Same here. I know shit about your team.
Well, where are you at, dude?
What the hell? We were stretching my limits before. What the hell is this?
Now I'm asking you to bet on the New Mexico State game, basically.
My second game. Well, this is my third game. I told you guys my first game.
Right.
Even though we may have forgotten, but Arkansas beating Texas A&M.
Yeah, let's talk about this one first.
I agree.
Let's go to Luke.
That's very unfortunate because Texas A&M is going to fucking spank their ass because I got them on their money line.
This is Luke just blabbering because he loves his team. This is me looking at it from a football perspective. If you really think Texas A&M is going to win, just don't take the -2.5.
I I am taking the money line. I might take
I'm
them
gonna
by
make money.
minus 7.5 because it's going to be more than a touchdown.
I can't wait for them to lose.
I can't wait for them to win.
We'll
It's
see
going to
how
be
this goes.
glorious because that's going to be another win in the books for the Aggies under my belt.
Nah, it's gonna be a loss. You can put it in the 3-7 column.
Haynes King cannot hang with KJ Jefferson. You're stupid. Raheem Sanders is going to run all over the field. Arkansas is going to be 4-0. There is no way Texas A&M is beating this offense, especially when they couldn't beat Appalachian State's offense. Give me Arkansas.
Football, not fandom.
Every team needs a couple games to figure it out. They're figuring it out. They about to blow up here. Y'all about to be big mad when they come out on top.
I won't be mad.
I've been on the wrong side of Luke's triumphant wins before.
This isn't that triumphant.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Texas A&M
Texas A&M is
so that I don't have to
Their favorite.
deal with the problematic Luke was right and everyone was wrong. I would not bet this game if you handed me $100 and said make a bet on this game, but if I had to, gun to my head, A&M. And with that being said, we go to Luke. Luke, I believe we already heard one of your picks just now, but let's hear all three.
We had Jesse's
Well, we
pick?
also
No, I made 3 picks.
Okay, good.
Yep,
well, we
go
also
and
heard
keep up with the
another
pod.
one earlier because I had Oregon minus 6.5. But
Yep.
to wrap it all up for my picks,
Michigan.
and of course,
Don't be a Michigan hat.
Oh my god.
The Cupcake Factory's back.
U of M minus 17, baby.
He said the Cupcake Factory's back.
Here we go. Another fucking cupcake. Who are you playing this week? Maryland, baby Tua, with a 17-point spread. Jesus fuck. Play a football, dude.
Minus 8.
Hey, there's a reason. There's a reason Harbaugh's on that bus. Fourth week in a row, Michigan
that
plays a
don't mean
team they
shit to
should
me.
probably destroy.
All the top
hopefully they
teams play
destroy 'em.
dog shit teams at the start. Boo-hoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like we're in week 4. It's about
Yeah,
time
like,
you
what
guys
fucking
start playing
week
people.
until
Alabama
you play
played
talent?
Tennessee. Like we've had good games. Not from you though.
Nah,
Not from you
Michigan
guys.
played a bunch of playground games, but it's cool.
But we're getting there.
And
They're
they
slowly
blew 'em out
getting into the
every
better
single
games.
time.
Didn't cover all their
They
spreads
didn't
though,
cover
and that's
that
what
Hawaii
matters.
spread.
It's
Because
pathetic.
of Cade. That's the
It's
Cade
pathetic.
That's a
fact.
game.
That's a completely different thing.
If we get to Michigan versus their team, and they haven't had a spread drop below 25, let alone, I don't even think 30, for 3 whole weeks. How do you have 20-plus spreads for 3 weeks straight?
You have a team cancel 2 games against you, and you have to get 2 fill-in teams that are probably dog shit because everyone else already has those days scheduled up against better teams.
We're all just mad that fucking Michigan has to play the easiest teams every week because competition.
Don't blame
makes
us.
it better.
Blame that-
So when you don't
Blame
have
those
competition,
fucking pussies
you're
that
not
canceled
doing
on
that.
us.
You're
You're
just
doing what he
Blame
wants,
those
Dylan.
pussies.
Stop.
Blame those pussies who canceled on us, bro.
You're
Then
doing what
play
he
rare
wants.
talent. That gave you an opportunity to make your schedule better so that when college
Not if
football
those
playoff
teams are
time
already
comes,
scheduled
you have
on those
more ranked
days.
teams that you're versing
Dylan.
and not easier wins. So the
Dylan.
committee will give you
Hey,
more credit,
Dylan.
dumbass.
Dylan, you do realize if those teams already have games scheduled, they cannot schedule those games with those teams
so
because
you
they're
guys go
already
find
playing
teams
those
You
games.
guys go find teams like,
Oh
who are
my
we gonna
God.
play to fill in? Let's go find Hawaii.
It's so hard to hear you
Get the
talk
fuck out of here. You
sometimes.
guys are a joke. You guys go play teams like Hawaii for fill-in games with half their roster. That makes
Alright,
you feel
yeah,
good
go
when you
figure
dub
out
on
your
them
defense.
with a
Go figure out
50-point
your
spread.
defense before you start talking.
Congratulations.
Go figure out your defense before you start talking over here, bud.
What's going on, guys? Tyco here, taking a quick break in the action to tell you about sixpackcoverage.com.
you can go on there and check out all your favorite sports, finance, food and travel, fitness, and entertainment podcasts. They've got it all on there, as well as content from all of your favorite colleges, with more on the way and more added every day. So make sure you check that out, as well as the merchandise tab. Be sure to get all of your six-pack coverage gear at the merch tab there with the hats, flags, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check it out today, sixpackcoverage.com.
I think it won't be like too big of a blowout.
Barkley down the sideline. Saquon Barkley.
You don't fuck with Aaron.
Some teams, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be a very mucky dub. And it's going to get ugly.
They have the chance to lose themselves a game, probably.
Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable!
All right, and we're back. Time for some NFL picks. We went a little bit, slightly, possibly off the rails, but we are back on the rails. The train is back on track, and it's time for NFL picks week 3. So I'm just going to do what I always do, fellas. We're going to go through the motherfucking slate.
Bang, bang.
You know what? We want spreads, don't we? We do want spreads. Let's get the spreads. But I think there's some interesting matchups this week. So I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for sure. Anybody have an instant favorite off the top of their head?
Miami Dolphins against the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Instant favorite.
Tua is taking down Allen.
Put that motherfucking respect on his name.
It's the Tua trade, baby.
And I'm all for it.
Close.
These niggas are nuts. The only reason this game might be won is if Jordan Poyer is sitting out. If Poyer is not sitting out, I don't see them winning this game for the simple fact that I need to see Tua give me another game where I'm like, okay, he really is that guy. I do think Tua will become that guy, but I don't know if he can become the guy that goes up against the Bills and beats the Bills. And I'm pretty sure Buffalo. Or is this game in Miami?
This game is in Miami.
Miami.
Ooh. Okay. I thought it was in Buffalo.
Look, Tua is that guy in Baltimore, and Tua is going to be that guy in Miami. And I don't give a fuck who comes into play next week, because Tua figured out the system. The system connects with Tua. Okay, so they are now one. All right, wide receiver 1, 2, 3, tight end lock.
For the
Tua,
Waddle,
lock.
for this Waddle play,
It's gone.
it. Waddle
Yes.
is doing his thing, and Tua is putting it where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyreek is still playing recess out here, and you forget where the fuck he is on the field. I love that shit. I hate it.
It's so scary.
Right to the left, to the middle, to the left, and you're like, wait, shit, he's over there.
Whose assignment was he? I think he was all three of us. Why is he all the way over there?
These niggas are a track team. I don't think a single player on that main offense besides the tight end who's running routes. Like Raheem Mostert ran like a 4.42. Fucking Jalen Waddle ran like a 4.42. We know Tyreek.
The whole team runs a goddamn 4.3, 4.2 average.
I don't know.
But, I mean, someone's got to boost the fuck out of a certain team that I did say would win the Super Bowl. So, I mean, go ahead. I don't give a shit.
This shit ain't going to be close. Tua ain't paid for defense.
It's going to be a blowout.
Let me get my pick. I didn't talk to you guys.
All you do is say blowout. Just go ahead.
Let me say my shit.
Blow it out your ass.
Thank you. So, I think that Tua is not going to be able to handle the Buffalo defense, because I think the Buffalo defense is the best defense in the NFL. I think that they have the best defense in the league, and I think that they're going to be able to dominate any quarterback any week they play. This week, it just happens to be Tua that's in the way. So, I think Buffalo is going to win this game pretty decisively. And what? What now? Fuck you guys. Because everything I say gets fucking...
Don't you dare talk to your father like that. That's so
The disrespect. Jesse.
I know. I know.
Jinx.
I like milk for like 5 years, but you don't got to be like this. You don't got to be like this. Point aside, I just wanted to know: do you think the Bills are going undefeated?
I'm so happy I took him out of the stream. I can see him screaming, and I know that would have hurt my ears.
Man, I had a question.
He could hear you, but he literally just yelled while you were talking mid-sentence, and it would have definitely fucked my ears up, and I'm happy he wasn't there for that.
I apologize for headphone usage this episode.
No, that's all right. oh yeah, well, yeah, it's tough. Can't do anything about it now.
I just want to know, do you think the Bills are going to go undefeated?
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, I think the Bills are going to go undefeated. I
Oh,
don't see a team this year that's going to beat them.
Do you think they go the 20 and up?
Man, give me the Buffalo Bills perfect fucking season 2022. It ain't 1972, it's 2022. Give me another perfect season. Give me the Buffalo Bills. You heard it right here. There ain't a team that's going to beat them offensively or defensively. Give me the Bills undefeated right here. 17-0. Fuck yeah. Conk it. Bunk it. Whatever you got to do.
That's 20 and up
right now.
20 and up.
You know what, Fuller? Fuck you. You got everything to say against me today. Everything is just coming at me. You can kiss my ass, Fuller. Everything you've said has just been directly against whatever my opinion is. Fuck you.
For those who can't know, Fuller believes, wrong to Dylan, the train of Tua Tagovailoa is going to run through Buffalo and Allen is going down.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! In Tua we trust. And with that, we move on.
Is this
this is a 1:00 start. The Bills are favored by 5.5 on the road. That is the spread for this game. Money line's -220 for Buffalo. Over under set at 52.5.
Definitely bet the over.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shootout.
That's what I'm thinking. I would take the over.
Body. I'm not going to lie.
For sure. But we'll move on to the next game. So, first game on the 1:00 slate, other than the Buffalo game that we jumped to. Baltimore Ravens are going to New England to play the Patriots. The Ravens are favored by 3 points, and the over-under is 44.5.
Give me New England.
Because fucking. Nah, really? Can you tell me how you feel? I don't even want to speak when I was going to speak. I need you to talk.
Me either.
Bill Belichick owns the Baltimore Ravens. That is his team. That is his second team, and he will continue to let everyone know why. There is no other defense that has been able to give the pressure to Lamar Jackson that New England has been able to give over the past couple of years. I understand this year is different. They have a different defense, but what I saw against Pittsburgh gave me enough hope to where, as a bettor, saw this +3, I would ride Baltimore.
What you saw?
I would ride New England. I would ride New England.
What you saw against Pittsburgh? Who the fuck is Pittsburgh?
The same team that you said Mitch Trubisky would ball the fuck out, and then he didn't. Remember last week you said, I'm not going to lie, Mitch Trubisky is going to be that guy this week, and then he wasn't.
He wasn't. You're right.
He was not.
Because
we all had a feeling.
Pittsburgh ain't shit. I tried to have faith in him.
Ain't shit.
New England's defense clamped him.
Pittsburgh lost to the Browns. Let's just ease up on that Pittsburgh train.
I got a lot of dogs I'm riding this week. I'm riding a lot of dogs.
New England's not winning this game. I don't know why.
New England is going to get blown out of the water by Baltimore. At least 2 touchdowns. I'm not saying a blowout, but at least 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a late score, but I don't think that New England is going to win this game at all.
Is back to a headset of his old ways. And I think he's going to start using his legs with
Bro, he's better that way.
Not just picking one or the other.
He's better when he does what he wants versus what he's told to do.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like he's been playing.
No offense, Harbaugh, but you just be sometimes leading that man down the wrong path.
Not your fault, but hey, it's kind of your fault. You guys just, the Harbaugh boys, just, I don't know. Something about handling quarterbacks. I don't know. Maybe it's not their thing anymore. Luke, what do you think about this Baltimore game?
Well, I think this one, I love the Mac attack, but, Baltimore and Lamar's playing on a different level, I feel like, this year. And, I think this one's going to be a little bit ugly for New England because they produce offense, but it's not really like that high scoring of an offense. I feel like.
Yeah, if New England has any chance, it's keeping this a very low-scoring game, but I can't see them holding Baltimore. Not with this year's team.
No, I just can't. I do love the Mac attack, but I can't see him winning this game.
All right, the next game we have up on the 1 o'clock slate, the New Orleans Saints are going to Carolina to take on the Panthers. The Saints are favored by 2.5 points right now, currently on FanDuel. The over-under set at 41.5.
Is this anybody's pick? This is my pick.
I do not have a pick on this game, but a Saints-Panthers matchup with a pick, that's...
You got to be taking the Saints.
Dylan has to be... Dylan,
Please.
you better be taking the Saints.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I love
Spit it
your
out.
Carolina.
Carolina right now is the land of misfit toys. Everybody is looking at them right now, and they are going, oh, no. I do not want to play with them. They are not going to be having the team that, maybe we thought they were going to be 500, but it looks like they're going to be a little under 500. But actually, I like all the reasons going into this game that they're going to be better. I still don't think that they have Kamara. Let's also mention Jameis Winston is currently playing in the NFL with a broken fucking back. And also is the second highest sacked quarterback in the league, which makes things a lot more difficult when you have half a fucking vertebrae right now. I think that another factor that I want to mention is Christian McCaffrey has been kind of quiet the first 2 games. I think this is going to be the big week that he's going to pop off in week 3. He normally pops off in week 3, then gets hurt in week 4, or he does good in week 3 and then gets hurt in the same game. And I just think that all factors are going to lead towards getting a Carolina win. So give me the Panthers, give me another dog, and that's one of my picks.
The reason I don't feel like I'm too worried about the sacks is because the pressure that Carolina's D-line has been creating, it's been solid, but I feel like it was just a lot more hard-hitting with Tampa. Like, Tampa's D-line is nuts. Like, they're the 2 defense in the league to me. But I can't not – I'm going to take the Saints 2.5, but that's it. I don't even want to money line them. -2.5 is where I'd go.
Yeah, this one's interesting for the reasons that Dylan listed, and for the reasons that Carolina has just been way off beat. This game is in Carolina, so there is a little bit of home field feel advantage, kind of. I don't know. Carolina is really, really iffy. If I had to make a bet on this game, I would tell you to take the over 41.5. I think that they can definitely hit over 40 fucking points. So I'd take that with 2 not outstanding defenses. That's what I'd give you. Plus Lattimore is going to be covering probably what is it, more?
Yeah,
probably be covering more. And that would give McCaffrey most of the touches, probably because he's going to be locked down. Lattimore's pretty fucking good. I would take the over, though. I'd give you the over if I had to give you a pick.
Is Lattimore suspended?
Oh,
No.
did he get suspended for a game?
I
I think just Mike Evans did.
Yeah, I think just Mike Evans.
Yeah, just Mike Evans. Lattimore's playing.
But I don't know. This is going to be a mucky game. I feel like I'm going to take the Saints in this one, but
Money line or spread?
Money line.
Gun to your head, money line.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, we'll move on to the next game. Sunday, still another 1 o'clock. There's a lot of 1 o'clocks. I believe there's 9 1 o'clocks this week. Kansas City Chiefs and heading to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. The Chiefs are favored by 5.5 points. This is one of my picks. I have the Chiefs minus 5.5 on the spread here. I have not seen anything saying that Indianapolis can beat the Chiefs. Matt Ryan looks like he tried to be the plug-in piece, and, well, let's just say that you're trying to plug in, a USB-C into your phone because it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? It doesn't fit, all right? Something there isn't working, and I don't think that they're going to figure it out against Kansas City.
Do you even get money off that game?
If you bet the spread, yeah, you do.
Okay.
You get the same money in every game based on betting the spread, basically. So minus 5.5 is minus 110, plus 5.5 is minus 110.
Got you. All right.
So yes, gambling. Jesse,
what's it called? I really do think that the Chiefs I can say that I was wrong. I had shit twisted. These niggas are no different. They're actually better because there's more question marks on who the fuck's going to get the ball, which makes them more lethal.
Yeah, it's not just cover Tyreek Hill with 2 guys deep.
We'll figure it
out. And Kelsey over the middle, and the rest we can contain.
Now it's like, oh shit, like they're running some weird ass formations. Alaire's hitting his strides. They're hitting everywhere. So
Allaire is having a better year than expected for sure.
They're right back to movements. So I'm definitely going to take them in the -5.5. I'd even bump it up to a -7.
Luke Dacey. Muted.
I do like the Chiefs this year. The Mahomes is proving, because I remember saying last year and dogging him for saying like he's not going to have a big wide receiver core. He's got to show what he's really about without Hill and all that. And he really is showing what he's really about. And he can move the ball around. It doesn't matter if he has Hill to stretch out the field or not. He can move that damn ball, and nobody is really going to stop him at the end of the day. I'm going to be taking the Chiefs in this one and the Colts have not been having a hot start to the season.
Yeah, I agree with everything that they just said. I don't see a scenario where Kansas City loses this game other than Mahomes and everybody on that offense gets injured. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs by a good amount.
I do have one comment that I forgot to bring up when we were talking about the Carolina game. My bad, taking a step back again. But Carolina has had a huge issue with when they line up, they're lining up the exact same way for pass plays and run plays, to the point where defenses are picking. They're literally doing a pass, they're literally doing a run, and not being wrong. So they need to fix that. They need to wrap that shit up. Whoever's coaching that defense and making those plays, whoever's coaching the offense and making those plays, that shit's ugly.
Switch up the formation, bro.
Like, fix that shit. They either have McCaffrey, like a step behind for runs, and they have them directly opposed from each other for passes. And it's been the same.
For sure. They do need to get that switched. Next time, write down some notes so we don't get out of order. All right. Where am I at? Next game. Ooh, okay. The next game they're giving me on FanDuel. Detroit Lions going to Minnesota on the road. The Vikings are favored by 6 points. The over-under is 52.5. I go to Dylan first.
I'm not going to lie. I saw this game at 7.5 before Monday Night Football and didn't have a good feeling. And then I saw the Philly and Minnesota game, watched the spread go down to 6.5, and I'm riding Detroit because I know that there's one thing that I'm positive about, and that this game will be an over because when we come in, we provide high points. I think Minnesota will do the same because our defense still isn't very good. And then I think that's the over is a guarantee. But I'm going to take the Lions to win in a sling out. I think that it's going to be very similar to the week 1 game against Philly, only we're going to be the team winning. I think that it's going to be a high-scoring game back and forth and give me Detroit with the victory on the end.
Yeah, Dylan, this is one of your picks?
No, it's not.
Jesse.
This is one of my picks, and it's two-way lay of over money line for the Lions. Don't even get it twisted.
I didn't think so. All right. Over and the Lions money line. Give me some analysis here, Jesse.
So, I believe with Amani returning to full practices, he'll be playing. And
Poirier is playing, right?
I believe he's playing.
Oh, thank God.
And I think even though they run Jefferson Okudah and they switch up their spots from outside to inside and long solo receiver, I still think with him we'll have a good chance of being able to keep them from both having ridiculous games. But I think Jefferson's still going to give us problems every time he lines up with Okudah. But maybe this is his prove game. Okudah's going to have a lot of stuff coming at him, a lot of different receivers that have a lot of speed or a good route running or just shifty. And I really want to see him prevail. So I do take the Lions, money line, and the over.
All right, so just getting into something real quick. I looked up the injury reports for the Vikings and the Lions. The Vikings have Andrew Booth, cornerback, has a quad. Harrison Smith, safety, has a concussion, and Eric Kendricks, linebacker, has a toe injury. The Lions injury report. The Lions ruled out defensive end John Kaminsky with a wrist and guard Jonah Jackson with a finger. Detroit listed tight end TJ Hawkinson, hip, defensive end Aiden Hutchinson, thigh, center Frank Ragnow, foot, and running back DeAndre Swift with an ankle as questionable. All four of those players were listed as limited participants at Friday's practice. And defensive back Juju Hughes, safety Milifanwu, cornerback Amani Owarie, and safety Tracy Walker, not injury related, did not receive a designation as to whether or not they will be playing on Sunday.
Those 8 will be playing. They did the
They
same.
should be.
They did the same thing last week with those 4 players that you just mentioned, Hutchinson, Swift, and them. They did the exact same thing last week, and they played.
And they played.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I just don't like looking at the Lions injury report and seeing 10 guys and looking at the Vikings and seeing 3 guys.
But you know what the thing is, though, Tyler? Eric Kendricks, key player.
Yes.
Harrison Smith, key
Well, they're
player.
all key players, yes.
Key player. So the 3 players that you mentioned that are out are all key players to that defense. So that's very important.
Minnesota listed Eric Kendricks as questionable with a toe injury Friday. He was added to the injury report on Friday.
Suck it.
Harrison Smith's been concussed. He will be back.
On Friday, they ruled out Harrison Smith and cornerback Andrew Booth Jr. for Sunday's game against the Lions.
Perfect. Tyler, who do you got?
The Lions.
Beautiful. Luke, are you going to sweep them?
You know, I really don't want to be that guy.
He's coming in on
You take the Vikings that is fantasy related, and you can't tell me it's not.
Zach Fuller, 125, Wild Fuller. Give me Vikings all the way due to one reason. Lions have a lot of injured players right now that will be playing.
Jonah Jackson isn't
They will be playing.
We only have Jonah Jackson playing.
They will be playing.
Last week.
I
Hey,
just
Dylan,
think,
drop one more F-bomb, and I'm literally going to remove you because you're pissing me off, my guy. Luke, go ahead.
well, with I don't know, Justin Jefferson got locked up last game. He played in. I feel like he wants to come out and absolutely destroy the next team he plays against. It don't matter who it is. And I think Kirk Cousins coming off kind of a shitty game, and he usually has one shitty game every like 3 to 4, and he usually doesn't play good on Monday nights. And it's not Monday anymore. It's going to be a Sunday. And Kirk isn't really going to be in the shine light of any primetime game. So I don't know. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be high scoring. I just think the Vikings might edge out the Lions in the end, just a little bit.
All right, someone had to say it, I guess.
Last time at home, it was 16-17, but they had Alexander Madison, and he ran all over us.
I will say this.
That guy did go crazy.
I will say this. While you guys were talking about it, I was trying to find every excuse in the book to change my mind to the Lions money line.
Yeah, and a shout out from Lezu. Let's go Lions. Lezu new album dropped. If you guys haven't heard it yet, make sure you guys check it out on Apple Music. Just type in Lezu, and you can check out the brand new album that dropped just a couple days ago. And you can see him live at the Ride the Tide tailgate next week as well. What's up, boys? What's up, Jesse? How we doing? Lezu, hope you're doing good. How's GV treating you? We'll see you next weekend. Should be good. Dylan. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Next up, Dylan. I told you. If you said one more F-bomb, I'd take you out. And then you wanted to be petty and drop one F-bomb. I did what I told you I'd do. Hey, not my fault. You tested me. Don't test me. Next game. Philadelphia Eagles are heading to Washington. The spread is -6.5 for the Phillies. The over-under is set at 47.5. Jesse Carter.
Taking the Philly spread on this. I really do think they're that dominant of a team. I think they're going to ball for a large portion of this season. And they're a team to be reckoned with. So, yeah, I'm definitely taking the spread on that one Eagles way.
Luke, we'll go to you next. What is up?
Honestly, Jesse kind of said what was on my mind. The Eagles are a unit this year that a lot of teams are not going to want to deal with, and they're going to be a problem for a lot of people. And we have seen that problem a lot in the last 2 games.
Yeah, no, Lesu saying they could be dangerous this year, most definitely. And they have proven so far this year, in my opinion, that they are dangerous. Jalen Hurts is really coming out of that shell and breaking out into the league as, a top 10 quarterback by the end of the year if he keeps this up. So I think the Eagles are definitely a problem. And let's see how big of a problem they are. We'll find out.
Dylan. I don't think the Eagles lose till they play like the Bills, the Chiefs,
like a top 5, top 10 team at least. They're rolling.
And even then, that's going to be close. That would be a close loss, in my opinion.
100%. Dylan, Eagles, Commanders, -6.5.
Oh yeah, I got the Eagles. This is just going to be a blowout. It's not going to be close. It's going to be like a 24-10 type game. The Commanders don't really have an offense. The only reason why they had an offense last week is because Detroit doesn't have that good of a defense. Philly's defense showed what they do against Minnesota. They're going to do the same thing. Carson Wentz. They're going to clamp them down. Give me Philly by like 20 points.
All right.
What?
Next game we got up, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. I only buzzed because you used the word blowout for the 20th time on today's podcast. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. The Raiders are going on the road, favored by 1.5 points. It's almost a pick 'em. If more money comes in on the Titans, it'll be a damn near a money line pick 'em. But the Raiders are favored on the road here. Over under set at 45.5 in Tennessee.
And
Jesse
sucks.
So he does suck.
That if he stays in this game and keeps playing for this football team, they're going to be able to win games because that O-line is horrendous. So they haven't been able to form up their run game, which is fucking up their play action, which is fucking up their passing. They don't have the pieces, or their pieces aren't performing. And then I'm pretty sure my boy Taylor Lewan went down with a goddamn ACL or knee injury. So their left tackle's out.
Oh, you're a boy. You don't give a fuck about my Titans.
I am a hardcore Bussin' with the Boys fan. You better pause that. Taylor Lewan is the boy. I do give a fuck about Taylor Lewan. That is it. And Derrick Henry. But a lot of your team can suck a dick. Sorry. No disrespect. All disrespect. I got the Raiders.
All right, Lesu also saying Raiders win, but they could lose, not going to lie. Seen some crazy upsets this season. Dylan, we go to you next. What do you got?
Well, I mean, I have to ride Tennessee, and we have to win.
No one is telling you have to.
And no, we do have to win, Tyler. You want to know why?
Because if you don't win, you're going to lose.
3. It will do nothing. I don't like this team right now. I don't like that the head of the table is fucking Ryan Tannehill. I would love for it to be Malik Willis as soon as possible. You know what? Give me the Las Vegas Raiders. Their spread. We are going to start 0-3. We're not winning this football game. I got to be the one to say it. We're not winning. We're not.
I'm confused.
I'm thinking of their offense, and I'm thinking of our defense, and I don't see how we do it. We're going to start 0-3, but at least the bright side is so will the Colts. That should be a fun division this year.
Jacksonville is going to hit the playoffs, people.
Bro, every year in the NFL, there's a worst to first. Who the fuck thought it would be Jacksonville? Not me.
It will not.
It might be, huh? Who's going to take them down? The Colts?
No, Tennessee will.
Okay. All right. In this game, I'm going to take the Raiders too. It's just all bad in Tennessee right now. I feel like they're going on a downhill slope, and I don't think it's going to look good for Vrabel if Derrick Henry doesn't, become what Derrick Henry is supposed to be. Because career low for
Derrick Henry posted.
That O-line is underperforming.
It's all bad.
Derrick Henry posted all these videos of him running uphill, training, and all this shit. Oh, look at me. I'm running uphill, like cutting. Oh, yeah. Boom. Not running for shit this year. Look at that.
Yeah, where is it, man?
The O-line. It can't do anything. We saw Tennessee. They're only efficient when they can run, play action, and pass. And if they can't run, it shuts everything down. I'm sorry. It's just the way she goes. They built their team around a guy like Derrick Henry and then did not substitute O-linemen.
Gone forever.
That's why you don't do drugs, kids. God, give me the strength to get me through this podcast.
You need to put that in a briefcase and walk up out of here.
Oh my God, dude. I am not going to lie. That my mindset is now switched to college. We can go 1-16, but we're beating Cincinnati week 7. I don't give a fuck. Tighten up. What's the next game?
All right. Next game on the slate, we have another 1 o'clock game. The Houston Texans going to Chicago to take on Justin Fields and the Bears. This is one of my picks.
Me too. Are we riding the same
I'm riding Davis fucking Mills all day long.
Yes,
give
sir.
me the Texans on the plus 128 money line and give me a Chicago Bears loss with a Detroit Lions win. Not to mention, we haven't gotten to the Packers game yet, but they're going to lose too.
There's only so many teams in the league that you can see Chicago actually be favored against, but yet they'll still lose this game. I think that the Texans have, now mind you, they've had an easy schedule so far. They're winning these fucking games because their defense has been great. Stingley's come in and been phenomenal, and everyone over on that piece has been fantastic. David Mills, he doesn't have the pressure to have to go out and do all this and that. He can throw 200 yards and a couple tutties, and they'll be fine. Brandon Cooks is doing what he needs to do, and I think that Chicago still has nothing but a run game. So, yeah, give me Houston 100%.
Jesse, we'll go over to you next. Houston and Chicago.
Easy Houston down.
Matchup of the century, right?
I don't think the Bears are going to be able to compete, even though they're the home team. I just see the Texans coming in and handling business. Especially the way they played against Denver. I think they'll be fine.
Mills is just going to walk in, do his thing, walk out with a W, and it's just going to be just another day in Texas.
Just another day in Texas. All right, well, they are in Chicago, but in Texas, I guess everything will be the same. Moving on to the next game. Oh, what? Breaking news was what you're going to hear me say next fucking Monday when I come on here and say that the Cincinnati Bengals just lost to the fucking New York Jets because the next game up, Cincinnati is headed to New York to take on the Jets, and I think they're going to lose. I think the Jets are going to win.
Let me clarify.
Call me crazy. Someone call me crazy.
You're crazy.
This is
Thank
my
you.
third pick.
No, I'm not.
This is my third pick. You want to know why? Because Joe the fucking pro is behind center. And I told you the first 3 weeks of the season, all he's going to do is win 2, and the job is secured. He's top 5 in passing yards. He's top 5 in passing touchdowns in the league. He's going to beat Cincinnati, who went to the Super Bowl last year, and he's going to start off the week with 2 out of the first 3 wins. The argument will be made. The MILF Hunter will be gone. Joe the Pro will be back. The Jets will be rolling. Give me the Jets. Give me the money line. Jets. Let's go, Jets. That's why you don't do drugs, kids.
I cannot bring myself to say that the Jets are going to win this game. I'm simply betting it over on this, and that spread, the +6 can be taken. I can tell you that. The +6 can be taken for the Jets, but I'm not going to say they're going to win this game. But they might win this game.
They will.
The Cincinnati's got to figure out eventually, right? This might be that game. I'm going to feel sorry for the Jets because I think this is the game that Cincinnati figures it out. So I'm going to have to be on Cincinnati on this one.
They're going to have to figure it out without Jamar Chase because his ass is going to be clamped by Sauce Gardner all day.
Saucy Wassy.
I don't know if Sauce is playing.
He is. He was day-to-day, but then he was confirmed that he was going to play. And every Jets fan on Twitter has told me that they're going to play. But I don't know if that's just them being Jets fans or them being honest.
That is fantastic. All right, the next thing we have up on our slate, we have the 4 o'clock games, starting with what I think is a ridiculous spread. But then again, you think about the fact that Justin Herbert's not playing, and it kind of makes sense. Jacksonville is heading to LA to take on the Chargers. The spread is -3.5 for LA. Over-under is 42.5 points.
Take your Chargers money line. I'm lying. Jaguars money line.
Yeah, who's their QB?
Jaguars money line is taking that dub. Trevor Lawrence. First of all, that defense, we know that defense. That defense, when they see opportunity, they get hungry. We've seen them play the Bills. We've seen them shut out the Colts. This defense sees blood and attacks. I love it. And that offense is low-key rolling. Trevor Lawrence is being the guy that we thought he could be, along with his backfield actually being able to progress by James Robinson being used. And Travis Etienne is a nice run third down back, but they don't even really need to use him at this moment without James running. I like how Christian Kirk looks. I like how they spread the ball. I think
Chase Daniel.
But it doesn't mean shit because I just found out that they got Chase Daniel coming in at quarterback. The old 35-year-old, $14 million maker. Yeah, that's right. He's made $14 million and only started in 5 games. You want to know why? Because when he comes in, he wins football games. He does his job, and he's done it for 13 years. And this week is going to be no different. Chase Daniel's going to come in and do his job. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers money line. I'm feeling wonky.
There's still a
Has
chance
he,
that
has he
Herbert
only
plays.
ever won, or like what's his record? I don't understand where you're coming
4-1
from. Okay.
in his career.
As of
That's insane. His touchdown to interception ratio career for 12 years is literally 8 touchdowns to 7 interceptions.
I bet he played with Tomlinson.
Career. That is career.
Did he play with Tomlinson?
No.
Did he play with Tomlinson?
He played 2022 and 2021 in LA, 2020 in Detroit, 2019, 18 in Chicago, 17 in New Orleans, but he didn't play. He really only played from 18, 19, and 20 in Chicago and Detroit, and then hasn't even played at all in LA. Yeah, I do remember that. That was fun. Love getting beat by Chase Daniel.
No.
I don't.
Chase ain't winning.
You don't want Luke.
Herbert's not officially ruled out.
Yeah, but he'll take one shot to the ribs and he'll be out. Believe me. That man was limping up a storm.
They should not.
Couldn't even throw the ball. They're smart. They won't play him.
They need to not play him for 2 weeks, and they can still go to playoffs. They can
for sure. Don't do anything stupid here, LA, and fucking get your starting quarterback out for like 8-10 weeks.
You guys could go 12-5. The season is only 3 games in.
Exactly. Don't do something stupid. I'm taking the Chargers in this game. I think the Chargers can still pull it off, even though Jacksonville does look better. And, I mean, it makes a huge difference to the head coaches. They have an adult in the room now with Doug Peterson, and he's showing you what could have been done with some of these pieces last year and what the additions to the offense and defense can do. And that Jacksonville is not dog water, bottom of the barrel football, you know. So I think that this should be a good game, but I'm taking LA.
Their secondary is on, what's the word? Oh, shit.
Unbelievably bad or unbelievably good?
No, they haven't, like.
They're one of the two.
They're, I hate that I can't find this one fucking word. They're just not proven. They're unproven. They haven't proven.
That works. That definitely works because everyone focuses on that line because that's where they drafted.
Yeah, they're doing good on the D line, but secondary, they haven't been tested.
Luke.
Are we still in the Chargers game?
I think so. Did you give something? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
He gave his pick.
All right. Next game up, Atlanta Falcons and Seattle Seahawks. Atlanta is heading to Seattle. It is a -1 favorite for Seattle.
Wow, I'm taking
Gino!
Dog.
Gino is taking this dub in Seattle. He is going to start throwing some dots. He had an off week last week. but he's going to get back to his week 1 self where he's just going to march down the field and get some fucking TDs.
I'm taking the dog, bro. Give me Atlanta. I like that this Atlanta team looks like that they're a more competitive team this year. I think Cordell's going to do well. Mariota has not made me think that this team is not going to be competitive this year. That he's giving me the opposite. He's actually giving me more reason to think they are going to be competitive. I think Drake London's going to continue to ball out. And there's one person on that offense who hasn't done shit yet this year who is due for a breakout game, and that is Kyle Pitts. And I think he's going to get it this game. And I'm going to take Atlanta.
Yeah, Dylan, I'm riding Atlanta too on this one for basically all the reasons that you listed. I think that Mariota definitely proven something. Drake London definitely proven he belongs in this league. Kansas City definitely probably scratching their heads about taking Sky Moore instead of him. But anyways, we digress there. I think I love that Atlanta is an underdog in this game, and I think I'll definitely take it. I didn't think that Seattle would be a favorite in any game this year. Jesse, I will get to you, bro. Calm down with the hand movements. I will get to you. I see you. But that's how I feel about this game. He's over here like, yes.
Breaking news. Micah Hyde has a neck injury and is placed on IR and will be
out
for the season.
That's insane.
For the season.
Luke.
Micah Hyde is out.
Luke, Tua can do it now. Fuck. Yes.
That's the Tua train.
That's horrible, but
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I warned them to get off the tracks when the Tua train's coming through. Fuck.
All right, let's cut to these two for a real note.
Bro, that's actually
if Tyler realized that long term this is bad because he has the Bills winning the Super Bowl with me, and this is a very key piece of this defense that is now no
fucking pick somebody up.
It's not going to be the same. Doesn't matter who they pick up. Mike Hyde is one of
Poyer.
Him with Jordan Poyer is absolutely.
Come over to my side with the Dolphins winning the Super Bowl tie.
They've played together for like 6 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That duo right there. That's what makes that Buffalo defense. Now Vaughn has to step into a bigger role. This is not good for them defensively. This is not good defensively.
It's that deepest part of the field.
Yeah, I'm not just talking about this week. I'm saying the fact that he's not out for the season. This is bad for their season. Not saying everything's going to be derailed, but I just that's a fucking heavy blow.
That's a huge piece. That's piece number like 1 through. He's like the third best 1, 2, or 3 on that defense.
He's one of the best defenders in the fucking league, Jesse. This is bad.
Definitely a top strong safety.
But yeah, it doesn't change the fact that I still think they're gonna have a perfect season.
I hate that for the Bills.
Oh, I hate it too. It's horrible. It's a really big blow. So long term, that's gonna suck a lot. But Tyler, y'all can roll back in.
All right. Well, next game we have up is the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got a +1.5 for Green Bay. So Tampa Bay favored it here by 1.5 points. Over under is 41.5.
No Mike Evans, no Godwin, and right now it's looking like no Julio. So you're gonna have to rely on Scotty Miller and Perryman and Russell Gage to be your main receivers again.
I don't think that's
so the receiver game has been evened.
Lenny's finna eat. Playoff Lenny finna eat.
He told us he would.
Go crazy.
Hey, he promised
big trust.
That man promised me a touchdown.
He said that
touchdowns are coming in the future.
A lot of people a touchdown. That's why they're going to win, and they're also going to win this game because that defense is impeccable.
I need 3 touchdowns this game to make up for the last 2 games.
Straight Nick Chubb with it?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, though. I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win this game. I think it's going to be an under. I don't think it's going to be that. Honestly, I was just saying, I think it's going to be a boring game, but I'm going to take Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I see a lot of field goals being kicked in this one, but Tampa Bay for me as well. 2 years ago, this would have been a hell of a matchup, but right now it's not looking great. All right. Next game up, Sunday, 4/26. LA Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are the home team. The Rams are the favorite, -3.5. The over-under is 48.5. This one, I think, is going to be good. I personally don't know what to think, so I'm going to take the over 48.5 because Matthew Stafford is unpredictable and Kyler Murray is unpredictable. And with both of those quarterbacks having the ability to be really good, but also having the ability to be extremely shitty, I have no idea what's going to happen in this football game.
It's literally to the point now where I'm looking at factors that, like, DeAndre Hopkins not playing is a factor in this game. Because I'm going to be honest, if DeAndre Hopkins was fully healthy, I could probably ride Zona. I'm going to take LA, but give me them by a field goal. Give me a close fucking game.
Okay, well, that's why the spread is -3.5, so
perfect. Give me LA, but give me
either,
LA by a game winner. Give me LA game-winning field goal.
It has to be by 4 points, buddy.
Well, it's going to be by 3.
3.5 means it has to be 4.
Well, it's going to be by 3, so give me that.
So you're taking Arizona plus 3.5. Can you learn how to say betting things? Arizona plus 3.5 means LA wins on a game-winning field goal by 3.
Okay, see, so I didn't know that's how I would say it. Thank you.
Okay. If you're getting 3, you could take LA, but if you're getting 3.5 and you think it's going to end 3-point game, take Arizona.
Gotcha.
Well, no,
Jesse.
3 wouldn't hit. It would just push.
Better than losing. Jesse.
I swear plus 3.5 would win on a 3. But this game's going to be a weird game. This game's going to be an interesting game, but the Rams should come out on top. I take Rams money line, but I'm more comfortable with just betting over.
Yeah, for sure. Also, Jesse, I was talking about -3.5. Plus 3.5 would hit, but -3.5, which he was picking the Rams, would not. Yeah. Luke, we go to you.
You know, this is going to be a wild. The last 2 minutes of this game is going to be insane because we got 2 quarterbacks.
That is so true.
That will absolutely go balls to the wall, clutch, fucking turn into a robot and just start clutching shit and marching down the field and to get touchdowns. They're going to be playing each other. It's going to be ugly up until the final 2 minutes of the game. Then we're going to see some beautiful things happen with Arizona coming out on top with Murray running around the field for about 87 yards in about 3 minutes and then running into the end zone.
I think he's going to do it again. Oh, man. That would be something for sure. We got 2 games left here. Actually, just one because we are going to do the Monday night game on Monday. But Sunday night, final game, San Francisco 49ers heading to Denver, take on the Broncos, who are really, really, really struggling.
Jimmy G's in the pocket. Jimmy G is back, and I think that Jimmy G is going to get the dub for the 49ers. I think that
San Francisco is favored. -1.5, over under is 43.5.
I think that Denver coaching staff, or preferably that head coach, basically here's what I think happened.
He's an idiot.
Let me just say this: they got Hackett to get Rodgers, and then when Rodgers decided to stay, they said, "Oh fuck, now we're just stuck with him." And the first 2 games of the year, it's shown it, and I think his clock management and just the way that he coaches is very Urban Meyer-like and very. I should not be in the NFL.
Very see you never.
So I think that with that being said, and San Francisco's offense, they're not going to need to do anything crazy. It's probably just going to be 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. I would take the under in this game, but I'm going to take San Francisco.
I'm going to take San Francisco in this game, but I do think Denver is going to make it an interesting game because Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know what's going on with him, but he has to, I forget the name of the Philly coach, but he's got to do
Doug Peterson?
No. He's in
Philly coach.
Yeah. Serini, right?
Yeah.
Serini, he was the coach last year, and they started off terrible. We thought he was going to be gone. They were 0-5, and then somehow made their way into the playoffs. Hackett's got to realize his season's not over. He knows his season's not over, but his back is against the wall because he's been calling terrible plays. You can put the first game on Javonte in the backfield, but at the same time, shouldn't have been that way. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do.
Second game, you can completely put on him. Fucking Buddy Powell had the opportunity to take a field goal. Couldn't even fucking get the field goal off in time because they had the wrong fucking people on the field and didn't know what they were doing. And then they get pushed back. And, the week before you tried to kick a 64-yard field goal, and that was, not at Mile High Stadium with a bunch of altitude, but you're not going to trust your kicker who barely missed a 64-yarder to try to kick a 55-yarder at Mile High Stadium? Come on.
Right.
Be better. Luke.
Well, this game's going to be a little interesting, I'm going to be honest with you.
Very little interesting, I think.
Very little, because I don't think this is the game Russ Daddy and Denver figure it the fuck out. I think it's going to be a couple weeks from now. I think the 49ers are going to win this. It's going to be an extremely ugly game, a very low-scoring game, probably mostly field goals, to be honest with you, because I don't know. The 49ers haven't really gotten off to a really unreal offensive start, and Denver for damn sure hasn't.
Yeah,
Luke,
so
I have
a question, Luke. Genuinely.
Hold on. Let me ask one question first because I got to get my take still. Luke, you got Russell Wilson on that Yahoo fantasy team, right?
Yeah.
Are you playing him this week?
No.
All right. I'm going to take the Broncos to win this game. I think this is the week Russell Wilson figures it out.
Fuck you!
Because Luke's going to be pissed off that he didn't play him because this will be the game that the Broncos break out and win. I don't think that it'll be a high-scoring game. I think it'll be like 21, 14, 21-17, something like that. But I think that he'll get the yards, he'll get the completions.
This is a sham.
But I think that's what's going to happen.
This is a sham. I don't want no part of this. This is bullshit. If this man pops off, I'm going. Oh my god, I might. Oh, I can't even think of how mad I'm gonna be. He's not going off this game. I am playing Kirk Cousins over him against Detroit because this man is not going to put up a lot against the 49ers. It's going to be a lot of what we saw last week. And then as the schedule gets a little bit easier, shit's going to start clicking. He's going to start actually maybe running the damn ball when he has it in his hands and can, when all his fucking running backs are like, oh, we're at the 1 yard line. Let me just drop it.
All right, question for the room.
Ross.
Kirk.
Now with how Denver's offense has been looking.
Against Detroit's defense this year, yeah, you're going to get at least 20 points.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, those are all the games. Those are all the picks. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully my pick doesn't ruin Luke's Sunday night. But, hey, if you guys want to see more of Ride the Tide Sports Podcast, make sure you guys check out sixpackcoverage.com or make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. Click that subscribe button. Click the like button. We appreciate all of your support. Make sure you guys share this with your friends. Get your picks in. Let us know what your picks are. Hey, maybe we'll have you on for a guest pick in one of these times. I don't know. I like doing stuff, so I like doing new stuff. That sounds like new stuff. Let's do some more new stuff. Sixpackcoverage.com. Make sure you guys check it out. Merchandise there. We got Grand Valley coming up next week to the day. This time next week, I will be in Grand Valley. It'll be morning. It'll be, what is it? It's 12:23 right now. Okay. At 12:23 next week, I'll be hammered in the parking lots of Grand Valley with Ride the Tide.
7 hours before game.
Hopefully. Yeah, 100%. That's the best part about a night game. I can spend the whole day drinking. It don't matter. But make sure you guys subscribe, tune in next Monday, a couple days from now, 2 days from now. Monday, we'll have the results show from the picks, talk about what happened this weekend, and talk about Monday Night Football as well. Luke, is there anything you have to say UFC related as of tonight?
No.
Is there anything?
There's no event happening tonight. Nothing really popped up. Next weekend, that's when it's all gonna start back up, But this weekend, there's really ain't shit happening.
All right, for sure. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you guys next week on Monday. Peace out.
Peace.